Okay, I figured I'll make this video. I have one of those Aura bikes, Aura, whatever that's called, Aurora. I have one of those, and it was actually new, and it was just never charged. And because of that, the battery died over the winter, and the batteries were taken in. I bought them off a friend of mine, but he never charged the bike. When I got the bike, the batteries didn't take a charge. So I called him up, and he checked his other bike. He's like, it's not taking a charge. I tried all that stuff. You have a positive, negative. I tried all the stuff. Here's a positive and here's the negative. And you could check the voltage. I had half a volt. So the factory charger won't charge it. So what I did was I tried putting a 12-volt charger on it, a 24-volt, a 36-volt. I tried to bring it up slow. It didn't work. So I unscrewed 2 screws here and 1 screw here. These were all the same length. They were long. With a screwdriver. Get yourself a good screwdriver if you're going to do this. Now, you can't yank the top off. I already unscrewed it. It's tight, but I unscrewed the bottom, too. Now, let me put the camera down so you could kind of see this. Now, so I unscrewed the bottom, and you're going to see this took short screws. And this is what the battery pack looks like, but you know what? I'm not going to try to extend this one. This is a 14 amp hour one because I couldn't pull the top off after I unscrewed it. So I pushed it. Oh my God. It came out. Look how tight that battery is. So you can push the battery out. It's in there tight. I mean, it really fits tight. Now, this happens to be a thinner battery than most. I figured, look, instead of spending all the money, I mean, you're buying all the parts. You're buying an aluminum case. You're buying a key, because this has a key. It comes with a lock, and you're buying this. I figured, let's see if I could yank this all apart and change the battery myself. So now that I got this apart, I'm going to measure this exact measurements. This is thinner than most batteries. This one is a thin one. I don't know if I'm going to find a replacement battery. I'm hoping to do so, and I'm hoping. Wow, they really put they put corking under here. They filled it up with some kind of cork under the cover, which really wasn't, I guess they don't want you servicing it. Okay, so now you can see what's in there, okay? You got your key lock, your wires, your charging port. So what I'm going to do, to be safe, I noticed some of these batteries just come with the battery, which is actually what I'd prefer to do because I can make the splices myself. I'd solder them and do a nice connection. And I'd probably actually just put a crimp over it, only for the cover or some shrink wrap. But I can see what I got to deal with. It's not too bad. Although you do look like there's some control wiring on this one. I don't know what these little wires are. I guess that's I don't know what that is. That might be a low warning beep or something. I don't know what that's to. You got some control wiring in here too. So I'm going to find out what battery I can replace this with, and if I can. So look for video number 2, and I'll post that, and we'll see how far we get with this thing. So I'm going to take my measurements now. That's what's in there. And this is for the Aurora bike, or Aurora. This was the battery I had to deal with. Let me see. I think there was a label on it. That's the battery I'm trying to fix. Right there. So let's see what I could come up with. But look at that. It took up every inch of the case. Every inch of it. So you can't really extend this to get yourself a 15 or a 20. You're not going to extend this one. All right. Take a look at video number 2. And like and subscribe. You never know what you're going to get in my videos. And let's see what happens with this experiment.